We know that Valentine's Day right around the corner. We're preparing for it. It's generally one of the biggest holidays in terms of sweets. And we have Abby Killand here with Profile to guide us through how we can navigate the holiday and still enjoy ourselves and a date, Valentine's or Galentine's, whatever it is you might have.
Hello.
Morning. How are you today?
I am good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And so a lot of people know Valentine's Day, we generally make a plan to do something if you're seeing somebody, whether that's out to eat, night in, gifts, etc. What do you have advice for people if they are on a health journey trying to live their best life?
Absolutely. Well, I think this is a big one that our coaches are talking about right now in the coach rooms at Profile. We really try to set our members up for success on date nights. Whether it's friends or girlfriends, you're taking yourself on a date, it really doesn't matter, but how you enter into that date makes a difference to how you come out of it. And so really taking the time to talk to your partner or to look through the menu at a restaurant, look through your different options within the city that you're at, and say, this is where I feel comfortable going. This is where I know that I can make a good choice. This is where I can enjoy my dinner and not be upset about it after. Sometimes when we go to dinner with groups or even a date or, friends, we're like, oh, whatever, I'll just go wherever you want. And then there's no options for you because maybe they're not on the same journey as you. And then also maybe you go there and you're not prepared. You haven't thought through what this meal might actually look like for you. And then you just order whatever's on the menu that looks good because you're hungry. And then, you might leave that date or that event and say, gosh, I wish I would have thought through that. I wish I would have tried a little bit harder to stay on plan. And I think that shame cycle starts kind of kicking in, and that can really throw you off for the next 4 days.
Yeah, because you start to just run this thought of, well, I should have done this, I should have done that, then I did this, that was bad, and you spiral basically.
Right. Yeah. So again, just really setting yourself up for success and being comfortable with saying, I don't think we do this very often where we're like empowering people to say, that place actually doesn't work for me right now. I would love to do this particular diner or this particular place that has desserts because they have different options for me. And so just really empowering yourself during these different seasons. I mean, even just Super Bowl. If you were just at the Super Bowl last night at a party, did you mentally prepare for that? Or did you just go to it and just wing it and hope that you didn't grab all the cheesy chips, So I think just really setting yourself up for success during this season and every holiday is super, super helpful. And just knowing that you can say, I actually don't want to go to that place. Or, like the chocolates we were talking about off air. Maybe you need to just give your partner a nudge and say, I don't want those chocolates this year. I appreciate that so much. This is what I would like. This is something that would make me feel supported in my health journey. Yeah,
there's a million and one other things that you can get besides
there are nowadays,
to show your affection for someone. And I think at a great point that you brought up, how many times do we not have this conversation, whether you are dating, friends, family, whatever, where do you want to eat? Oh, I don't care.
I know.
And then okay, well, where is now what? And generally, you kind of do care. You just don't want to say it.
I know.
Because you feel bad. But we need to stop doing that.
Yeah, and then because who does it really hurt in the end? Yourself. If you're really working towards something and you've been really committed to yourself for, let's say, 3 months or maybe even a year or longer, and you say, I don't care, you just kind of put yourself in that position to not be able to support yourself. And there are a lot of places in town that you can go to that have healthy options, and there's a lot of places in town that have zero. So it's really good to be aware of that. Our coaches go through an entire week of education on this where, we look through different restaurants, different menu options. What changes can you make to those menu options? How can you verbalize that and be comfortable with it? Again, empowering our members to have a voice for themselves. Because really, in anything, if you don't have that empowerment within you to say what you need, you're never going to get it.
Yes. Yes. And the people that you're with, whether it be a date or friends or whatever, if they care about you, they'll care about that decision and they'll respect that. If I had a friend come to me and say, I would actually really prefer to eat here because they have this, it would not upset me in the least bit. I would be like, thank you for telling me.
Yes.
Because I can't read your mind.
No, absolutely. And I think it's, again, we have these conversations also is if people are not supportive of your health journey, it's just because it's a reflection of something that might be going on within them. It has nothing to do with you. You speaking up for what you need and you hope for your Valentine's Day evening is what you deserve and get to do. It has nothing to do with you if they're like, well, you're high maintenance or you're this or whatnot.
Yes.
That's not true. I think we have that mentality and we just need to break it.
Yes, preach. Did we just go to therapy here?
Yeah.
Did we just have like
This is what happens when I hang out with my friends. It's like a little therapy session.
Did we just have an Oprah moment? I feel like we just did. One other thing that I do want to talk about, so if you are on this health journey, but you decide, okay, you know what, I'm going to treat myself. We're going to order the cheesecake. We're going to order the chocolate cake or whatever. How do you then next day wake up and kind of get yourself back on where you need to be?
So again, mentally preparing for that evening. Maybe you know you're going to have a healthy, balanced dinner, and you are going to make the choice to have the cheesecake because that is what you decided. So you make that mental choice, you enjoy every bit of it, and then you go home, you go to bed, and you start the next day just like you did the day before. Very consistent, on plan. We don't shame ourselves. We don't overthink it because you went into it with a mental preparedness. You didn't just go, oh shoot, I got sidetracked by that, and now I have to spend the next, couple days trying to get yourself back on track. If you know it's coming, then you can prepare for it and you just start right back up. And I will say this too, if you happen to go out and you say, okay, I had half of a cheesecake that I wasn't planning on, move on. Just move on, go the next day, start your day with some good protein, healthy carbs. Maybe you exercise every morning, just do that. Don't let it sink you down.
Yeah, don't let it derail your journey. Okay,
Yes.
How can we have your information right up there? So if you want to just say what's the best way for people to reach you?
Profileplan.com, and if you want some recipes for Valentine's Day, our blog on our website has lots of great recipes for healthy desserts.
Oh, love
Yes,
that. Okay,
yeah.
yeah, because we all might still want to enjoy a little something indulgent, but just
yep,
not break the
absolutely.
bank with it. Okay, and I should mention we are all a size gift card to our favorite store.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you don't just need to be chocolate.
That's right. It doesn't have to
Yeah,
be chocolate. There's
yeah.
a lot of stores that you can buy me things from.
Exactly, a lot of things we all like. Well, Abby, thank you this
Yes,
morning.
thank you so much.
Coming up here on today's show, we're gearing up for your Galentine's Day. If that's on your menu for tomorrow, you won't want to miss an event that's going on at Studio 22. We're with them right after the break.